In this episode, I'm lighting up the giant hole I've dug, and also adding some beacons.
Well, hello, all of you beautiful people out there in Minecraft land. How are you today? I am fantastic. Well, actually, I'm a little under the weather. I'm a little sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but other than that, I'm fantastic. Thanks so much for asking. My name is Vid, and welcome back to another very exciting episode on the IgnitorSMP. At least I hope it's going to be an exciting episode. Right now, I'm not really sure. The week is pouring on, and I've been sick for a couple days. I've been crazy busy doing real life work things. But that said, I promised you guys a great big project at the end of last week's episode involving this right here, and more specifically, the floor of this giant place, because I had this, I don't know, kind of dumb idea that I wanted to cover the entire floor in glass, and underneath the floor, put Froglights. And I realized I was going to need a lot of glass and a lot of Froglights. And, well, let me show you what I got here. I have spent hours, and I mean like probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 5 to 6 hours, trading white stained glass, trading glass with my villagers. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 shulker boxes of glass, in fact. Totally full shulker boxes of glass, and I dyed them all white as well. White stained glass. Plus, on top of that, this should be 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shulker boxes of ochre Froglights. And again, not messing around here. These are all full. I'm not just putting these down for the show of it. I have got all of these materials, and this took me way less time, because AFKing at that Froglight farm, super duper fast. Who would have thought? Froglight farms produce really, really fast. I did like one AFK session overnight at the Froglight farm, and oh my goodness, I don't even know if I was AFK for the whole night. I was AFK for probably like 4 hours or something before the server restarted. And oh my goodness, I have double chests upon double chests upon double chests of Froglights, which is fantastic. And I did put those for sale in my video, as you saw or in my shop at the end of last video. Yeah, that just want to let you guys know that is done. But hey, I feel like I'm talking a lot when we really should just be getting to this project. So, without further ado, let's hit that time lapse. Time lapse, and check this out. All of the Froglights and the white stained glass have now been placed, and it's funny, when you turn shaders on, this just looks like a great big white blur, but when you don't have shaders on, it looks a lot more like normal. And of course, I'm in free cam mode right now, so I can kind of fly around and take a look at what it looks like. Just for kicks, I want to turn shaders on though, so this is no shaders. Boom! And then this is what shaders look like. And it's not too different when you're close up, but as you get farther away, it actually starts to fade to just this massive amount of white. It looks like, you know, just kind of diving into the abyss if you jump into the hole. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway. And here it is. Anyway, I have finished placing all of the glass and all of the Froglights. That was a lot of work. That's 15,000 Froglights, just for the, you know, those of you keeping track of the math, and over 21,000 white stained glass. Yeah. Now, I did have a schematic for this. I loaded it into a creative test world and used World Edit to actually make a schematic to make my life a little bit easier, but it still took me over 4.5 hours to place all of this glass down, which was a lot. You know, and when you summarize it into a 30-second time lapse, it seems kind of silly, and it looks like it took you no time at all, but it was a lot of time. That took me, like, you know, all day on a Saturday kind of thing. You know, think about it. Started at noon, finished after 5 o'clock, just placing glass and Froglights. And that was doing nothing else, just walking around in circles, placing glass. Anyway, now that I have it in place, I'm ready to start building what actually goes in here, which, if you are keeping close track of the channel, this is going to be my game. This is going to be the home of where I build my game. I'm going to build 4 levels of game here, starting with the topmost layer, way up at the top here. But before I do that, I do need to get some beacons in place, just because there are certain effects that happen during the game while you're playing, and those are beacon effects. And so, if I have beacons, and to cover the whole area, I actually need 4. Well, I mean, technically 16 beacons. But I need to get a bunch of beacons, and luckily, a brand new beacon shop just opened on the server. And I believe the beacon shop is over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is, indicated by the giant beacon in the sky. Check this shop out. This is pretty cool. This was built by Darkejon, and it's neat. It's actually kind of a beacon in itself, right? Ooh, you can hear those lovely beacon noises. Very nice. Now, Darkejon sells beacons in 2 different ways. You can buy just the beacons, or you can buy the beacon kits. The beacon box kit comes with everything you need to make a beacon, plus the beacon itself. That's 20 diamonds each. I need 16 of these things, but luckily I already have the blocks. Now, I'm not going to use I'm not going to use iron blocks. I'm going to use emerald blocks, because I kind of have a few emerald blocks lying around. So I think I can get away with buying just the beacons themselves, but I am going to need, what are they? 5 diamonds each. So that's 80 diamonds I need. So let's just grab our ender chest here, or somebody's ender chest, and see what we can do in terms of 80 diamonds. All right, there we go. I've got my 80 diamonds, a stack of 60 and a stack of 20. That makes 80, last time I checked. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 beacons. And then let's do this. Actually, I think if I separate this out a little bit, and this, okay. So I should be able to do 8 of these things for 5. Yeah, and then another 8 for 5, and that should line up perfectly. I think Dark's going to be pretty happy when he comes and takes a look at this. Of course, collecting beacons is a lot of work, so yeah, maybe he won't be happy. I don't know. Anybody's got to be happy with a shop, right? Making diamonds. All right, let's get ourselves back over to the big dig, the hole, and get these beacons in place. Beacons are now in place. Check it out. I've got all 4 beacon bases, housing 16 beacons. That's because instead of making the beacons the standard 9x9, I actually made them 10x10 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which allowed me to have not a 3x3 top, but a 4x4 top, thereby allowing 4 beacons. Now, these are going to be for 4 different effects that happen throughout the dungeon when you're running the game. So, for example, you might have run speed, you might have jump boost, you might have regeneration or resistance or something like that. And so that's what each of these beacons is going to provide. And of course, because of the radius effect of the beacon, it'll only go out to a certain distance, which means it can't cover all the way over. Even if I were to put a beacon right in the middle, it wouldn't stretch all the way to the far corner of the maze, as they say, like all the way over here. So what I ended up doing was kind of optimizing where to place these 4 beacons so that I would cover the entire play area, and that's exactly what I did. And there is one more thing I have been meaning to do for a very long time, and it's really about time I did it. You might notice on my hotbar there a few things. The first thing I want you to take a look at is my rocket supply. I only have 9 rockets left on my hotbar there. That is because I have made a lot of trips over to my base and back. You see way in the distance over my shoulder over there, that's my little starter base. That's where my storage system is, and all of my rockets and all of my materials that I use for building, and so every time I need something else, I have to run all the way over here and all the way back. A flyover is what I should say. And I'm going through a lot of rockets, and also a lot of time, and so I figured there's basically two solutions to this problem. Solution number one, which is probably the better solution, is to move my storage system over here, or at least set up a second storage system so that I can have some materials on hand here for when I actually start to build the game, and then I'm not always tripping back and forth over to my base. That, I think, is a slightly bigger project, and so I'm going to opt for solution number two, which is the simpler solution, at least today, and it will get me at least a little bit of where I need to get, and that is setting up a nether portal, and that's why I have obsidian in my inventory. So let's set up a nether portal right here. 1, 2, 3, oops, 3, and then 4 and 5. There we go. Basically, I have a 5x5 nether portal, and don't ask me why I always do 5x5 nether portals. I just think they look better when they're square like this. So I'm going to light this portal, but I'm not going to go through it yet, because if I do, I'll end up underneath the roof of the nether. So I need to make note of these coordinates and then make another one on the roof of the nether. Let's put our foundation stone down right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there we go. We now have a brand new nether portal, and let's light this guy up right there. And also, let's get out a little sign here, because I just want to make sure that everyone knows this is the portal to the brand new game, Relic Runner. And let's just jump through, make sure it all links up properly. Yep, it does. Links up perfectly. And there's the giant hole right in front of us. The big dig, as they say.
And that, my friends, is where I am going to end this episode. I know it's a little bit of a short one this week. Unfortunately, I was sick for the better part of the week. Kind of hard to tell from watching the recordings, but I have been sniffling and sneezing and coughing and everything all week, and then trying to get some recording done between all of my sickness just by taking lots of Dayquil. That stuff is fantastic, by the way. If you guys haven't tried it, not a sponsor, but hey, Dayquil, hit me up, because I'd love a lifetime supply of that stuff. That'll fix you right up if you have cough, colds, whatever. Anyway, check it out. Got the base of my my whole play area completed. Got the beacons in place and everything, and now I'm ready to actually start building the game, which is the very exciting part for me. That's coming in the next few weeks. I'm going to definitely start building some stuff, and I hope you guys really enjoy what I'm doing, and I hope you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I hope if you really like this video and you want to see more like it, click the like button. I love it when people click the like button. That helps me out a lot, helps the channel to grow. If you are interested in other Ignitor members, check out all of the links to all of the other Ignitor members down in the description down below. Hey, Vid and Ironite. Hi, Onyx. Speaking of other members, everyone's very friendly here. And if you want to see all of my episodes, check out the playlist. That's linked on the screen right now as well. All of the IgnitorSMP videos are there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, if I can fly. Bye!